take a look. I'll sort this lot out.
Right, what? You Mr. Grimes? OK, what happened?
They threatened to bash me if I didn't open the till.
Right, are you hurt?
No, just need to get me breath back, that's all.
Any witnesses?
No, I'd only just relieved the night cashier and opened up the shop.
OK, so there can't have been much in the till then, no?
No, they only got me float.
Right, so how much was that?
30 quid max. I mean, they were livid. Turned the place over. They wanted the night taking see, but I told them they was already in the hole.
Sorry, the hole?
Well, we drop them regular into the security safe. I mean, I can't open it. The company does that.
Can you describe them for us, Mr. Grimes?
Well, there was 2 of them. I didn't get a good look because they were wearing baseball hats, pulled down.
Oh, were they young? Old?
30, maybe.
Well, how about the vehicle?
Van of some sort. I didn't really see it.
And the colour?
I couldn't say.
What about the security camera? Can we have a look at the tape?
Well, I hadn't turned it on. I mean, I told you I'd only just opened up.
What about the one on the forecourt?
Dunno. We don't always put a tape in it. Look, is this going to take long?
We don't know.
Because I better phone the company. Tell them what's happened.
Doesn't remember much, does he?
Wait, hold on. Come here. Look, we've already asked you to move on once today.
Come off it, I'm legal, ask anyone.
Oh, yeah, well, your mate don't think so, does he? He's just done a runner. Oh. Now, come on, give us a tune.
Oh, Pulp. It's all good stuff. What's the problem? I got me licence. Satisfied?
There's no market today.
I thought I'd do a bit extra. What's wrong with that?
What's your name?
Joe Tanner.
You know, I got this as it happens. Funny, but it's not the same label.
All right, I'm moving off, OK?
These tapes are fakes, Noriko. They're all copies. How much are you flogging him for? 2 for a fiver? 3 quid a shot?
For you, 3 for a fiver. I got them cheap so I can sell them cheap.
Yeah, I bet you can. The only trouble is it's against the law.
You're going to have to come with us, I'm afraid.
Oh, this is out of order. What are you charging me with?
Well, willful obstruction of the highway for a starter. Come on.
What time did the robbers arrive, did you say?
About 8:15. Not sure.
8:15? There's no van on here. Hold on, what's this? H588 VCY. George, can you run a vehicle check on that for me, please, before you go?
Sure. Sierra Oscar from 2-1.
Go ahead.
Yeah, can you do a vehicle check for me, please, Polly? Hotel 588 Victor Charlie Yankee.
Stand by.
Full transit. What colour did you say it was?
I didn't.
Sierra Oscar 2-1 from Sierra Oscar.
Yeah, go ahead, Polly.
3 your PNC.
Hotel 588 Victor Charlie Yankee. A red full transit. No trace lost or
Stolen. Last registered keeper shown as a Richard Baines, 14 Waterman's Road.
Van's not stolen, Sarge. It's red, by the way.
Right, ask Polly to do a check on the owner, will you, George?
OK. Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 2-1. Sergeant Beech would like a check on Baines, please, Polly.
Will do.
Here they come.
They don't seem in much of a hurry, do they?
Are you sure you're giving us the full picture, Mr. Grimes?
Of course I'm sure.
You don't know these two men, do you?
No, I don't. Look, they've just done the till, haven't they? You've got the registration number. Why don't you get after them?
1 from Sierra Oscar. Free to speak, George.
Yeah, go ahead, Polly.
Baines has got forms. Did 18 months for robbery. Came out last year.
See? Villains, like I said.
You the law? You looking for Baines?
Yeah, we are.
Come in here a sec. Baines is always up to something, Ben.
Any idea where we might find him?
Yeah, got his feet under the table round at Shirley's.
Shirley's that his girlfriend?
Yeah, wasted on him. I wouldn't mind a bit of that myself. I don't know what she sees in him. Total loser. I told her as much.
Does he drive a red transit van?
Yeah, rusty.
Seen it around this morning?
Nah.
When did you last see Mr. Baines?
Last night. He was with Shirley. I saw them going out together.
What, in the van?
Nah, they were getting into a taxi. All dolled up she was. You should have seen her skirt she had on. Talk about halfway to paradise.
You wouldn't know where this Shirley lived, would you?
I do, as a matter of fact. I've taken her home once or twice. Loftus Street, garden flat with a white door.
You're very observant, aren't you?
So would you be if Shirley was around.
Right. I think we check her out for ourselves. Mr.
Creasy. Trevor Creasy. Oh, no need to mention my name.
Hello, Shirley.
Who are you?
DS Beech. This is DC Lines, Sunhill.
Oh, police.
Is Richard Baines here?
Ricky? I was in the shower.
Can we come in and wait?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you.
Can I get you anything? Tea, coffee, orange juice?
No thanks.
Bit of a late start. Ricky took me up west last night for a meal.
Oh, that's nice.
Who's this?
Oh, Ricky, this is Mr. Peach and this is Mr. Lyons.
It's Beech, Shirley. DS Beech, Sunhill Police.
Yeah. And what do you want?
Have you got a red Ford Transit van?
Yeah. What of it?
Can you tell us where it is?
Parked outside my place in Waterman's Road.
No, it's not. We've just been there.
What? You telling me my van's been nicked?
When did you last use it?
Yesterday afternoon. I parked it up, then came over here.
You didn't lend it to anyone, did you, Ricky?
No. What's this about?
Have you been out this morning, Mr. Baines?
No, I've been here with her, haven't I, Shell?
He's been here with me. What's this about?
You tell me, girl. I don't know nothing about it.
Your van was involved in a serious crime this morning.
Yeah? Well, it must have been stolen from outside my house, then.
Oh, I see. So presumably you've still got the keys to the van.
Not on me, no.
Where are they? Back at your place? We can go together and check if you like.
Oh, no, I've just remembered. I left the keys in the van.
Oh, no wonder it was stolen.
Yeah.
So perhaps you'd like to come down to the station with us and report it then.
I can do that by phone, can't I?
I would rather you came with us, Ricky.
Yeah. This is nothing. I'll sort it out. You go down the shops, have a good time.
I don't want to go on my own.
Go on, I'll see you for lunch.
I wouldn't bank on it, Rick. Get your clothes on.
Shadwell Street, Tanner Sports, robbery, informants Elizabeth Tanner.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 2-1. We'll take it, Polly.
Come on. I've got to be somewhere.
Yeah, well, the sergeant will see you in a second.
Right, booking number 2.
Right. We arrested this one for obstructing the highway. He was fly pitching. We saw him earlier, told him to move on. When we came back, he was still at it. We think the tapes he's selling are counterfeit.
Right. You better get hold of the Trading Standards Officer, Noriko. They want to interview him.
Right, Sarge.
I was upstairs having a rest. I heard shouting, so I came down. They were furious at Andy because he wouldn't open the till. I screamed at him to give him the money, but he's so pig-headed, he had to have a go.
All right, how many attackers were there, Mrs. Tanner?
2.
And can you describe them?
I hardly saw them, young men.
Well, how old?
20, 25, I don't know.
Were they white or...?
Yeah, but not from round here. From their accents, they could be from up north.
All right, did they leave on foot?
No, they drove off up there. It was a red van, a Ford, I think.
Did you get the number?
I tried to, but I was worried about Andy. It had an H and a Y in it.
Red Transit with a H and a Y in the registration number. George says it sounds like the van that did the petrol station.
I thought CID had brought in a suspect for that.
Yeah, they have.
What do you use your van for exactly, Ricky?
I do the markets, don't I?
Ah, bit of a knocker boy, are you? Relieving old ladies of their prized antiques.
No, I ain't. It's all kosher gear. I'm a licensed trader.
You must have done quite well at the markets, keeping a girl like Shirley in that style.
Do you mean?
Well, dinners up the West End?
Did you know about that?
A little bird told us.
I bet it's that greasy bastard Trevor Creasy. He's always sniffing round Shirley. He's trying to get in with her.
Well, maybe he'll have a chance once we've put you away.
Put me away for what?
Someone was driving your van this morning. That person turned over the petrol station.
I don't work on the pavement anymore, Sergeant. You've got the wrong man.
I don't think so. And neither does the CCTV. Using your own van, Ricky. You made it very easy for us, you know.
It's not me on that tape.
Well, there was someone looking very like you driving that van.
Once someone's been inside, you never leave them alone, do you?
Now, all we want to know is who your partner is.
I've got nothing more to say until my brief gets here.
Interview suspended, 10:52 a.m.
Don? You got the owner of that transit van from the petrol station robbery with you?
Yes, Gov. Ricky Baines.
You didn't forget him.
Do what?
Jim's just been to see me. The van's still out and about.
Where?
Shadwell Street. Just been involved in a robbery, apparently.
It's a Red 4 Transit. Could be them. Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 2-1.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're in Old Seacole Street following a Red 4 Transit believed to contain 2 IC1 males. Index, Hotel 588 Victor Charlie Yankee.
They've gone through a red light.
Oh, no! Stop! Stop! You reverse, please, mate! Get back! Come on, move!
Now we've lost them.
I've got to speak to my brother-in-law, Joe Tanner. His mate Charlie told me he was nicked in Canley Street this morning.
Your name?
Liz Tanner. Look, this is an emergency.
What is the emergency?
His brother's been attacked. He's in hospital.
Street trader's pretty small time, isn't it?
Oh, maybe, but he could lead us on to the big boys who are actually recording the tapes.
Well, how do you know he's not just recording them himself?
Oh, usually with batches of this size, it's more organised than that. Of course, we won't know the provenance until they've been properly analysed.
Right. Do you want to lead the interview, then?
Well, of course. That's my job.
Thank you. He's still been interviewed.
But I've got to speak to him.
Well, there's nothing I can do to expedite. Want to take a seat, then? To expedite things, I'm
I
afraid.
need him at the hospital. I can't cope with this.
Mike? Back's empty except for these. Must have got smashed up in the chase. Come here.
Four. That is not my brand.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 2-1.
Go ahead, George.
Yeah, we found the van, Polly. It's been abandoned in Hoxton Street.
You have over 50 cassettes here, Mr. Tanner. The manufacturers take a very serious view of this.
Oh, look, this is stupid. Fly pitching, that's all you can do me for.
I assure you we can prosecute you for a lot more than that. Tradesmark Act, Trade Description Act, they could throw the book at you.
Look, I didn't make the tapes. I just bought them cheap.
How much did you pay for them?
I got them on tick.
On tick, eh? Well, so you do see your supplier regularly, then? How often does he deliver?
Oh, once a month, maybe. He just turns up. Don't ask me who he is.
Does he supply anything else apart from tapes?
Yeah. Sports gear. Strips and that. Perfume sometimes.
Brand names?
Yeah.
All bogus, I expect.
I don't know. I just sell the stuff. Don't wear it.
Right. I'll have to ask for him to be bailed, pending analysis of the tapes.
Just a moment, Mr. Ferguson. I'd like to ask something. When are you next expecting your supplier, Joe?
I've told you, I don't know. You can show up any time.
What, today, maybe? Is that why you're in such a hurry? Why are you protecting these people, Joe? Are you scared of them?
I still think that Baines knows more than he's letting on, Gov. His van being stolen is too much of a coincidence.
Well, can't you get anything more out of the victims?
Well, Mr. Grimes at the petrol station. He's a dead loss. Can't remember a thing.
What about the other one, the owner of the sports shop?
No joy. He's still unconscious.
So, in short, you've got nothing.
You've been cautioned with willful obstruction of the highway. With regard to the counterfeit tapes, you are bailed to appear again in this police station in 4 weeks' time. Do you understand?
Yeah, you gonna let me out now?
There's someone in the front office waiting to see Mr. Tanner. Will you take him through, Narika?
Right, Sarge. Come on.
You let me know if any more of these turn up.
Don't we always?
So who's waiting for me then? What do they want?
I really have no idea, Mr. Tanner. Something is bothering you, isn't it?
It's nothing. Just business, that's all.
Yeah.
Liz, what are you doing here?
We've been robbed. Andy's been beaten up. Come on.
So you think someone's pressuring the Tanners?
I got the feeling Joe Tanner's scared of something, sir.
Did he go back to the shop?
No, he went to the hospital with his sister-in-law.
OK, Don. You and Tosh better shoot over there and see what you can find out.
Right, Gov.
Come on, what's wrong with us? Look at
What's going on here? Hey, come on, what's happening?
Oh, what is
Hey, what's happening here?
Hey!
I don't believe this.
There's nothing you can do.
I'll kill those bastards.
Will you please control yourself?
Look, we're police officers. Now, what is going on here?
Not again.
Andy's in intensive care. We can't see him. Look, you better tell him what's happened.
Look, I'll sort this. I ain't talking to them.
I think you'd better, mate. Your brother's in intensive care, right? The people who did that to him aren't as polite as us, OK?
Joe, this has got out of hand.
Yeah, all right. Look, this bloke Baines.
What? Ricky Baines?
Yeah. Did you owe Baines money?
No, I always paid him on time. Yesterday, he shows up at the shop. He says, these are my suppliers from Manchester. They want to work with you. They said I owed them 2 months' money that I haven't been paying.
Did they threaten you?
They said they'd torch the shop if I didn't come up with the cash. That's why I went out selling this morning. I had to get the extra. If I hadn't been nicked, I'd have been there when they came to collect.
So now it's our fault?
No, I suppose not.
Look, why didn't you contact the police if these guys were trying to extort money out of you?
How could I? I was trading on the wrong side of the law. I knew if I lost my permit, we'd lose the shop too.
Now you might lose your brother.
You don't understand. I could have turned that business round. But he never gave me a chance.
OK. Thanks very much. Come on, Tosh.
Well, there's nobody around, is there?
Look who's here.
Hello, Mr. Beech. Back again?
Couldn't keep away, Shirley.
Ricky's not here.
Could I have a word with you in private?
With me? Anytime. Bring those bags in for me, Trevor, will you? There's a pack.
Didn't take you long to step into the breach, did it?
Give us a hand.
Hey? Oh, after you.
How long have you known Ricky Baines for, exactly?
Oh, only a few months. I wasn't sure about him at first.
Does he ever tell you about the work he does?
The markets?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah. It's full of stories.
Do you meet any of the people that he associates with?
No, they're just names to me.
Well, he never brings any of them back here.
Oh, comes here to relax. Mind you, he always brings me something nice back from the markets. Special treats.
Did he bring you anything back yesterday?
Yeah, he brought me this perfume. It's French. It's expensive. Do you like it?
It's sickly, really, isn't it? Reminds you of Canley Street Market.
I'm wearing it, actually.
Just because it's got a label on, Shirley, doesn't mean that it's genuine. That's what's in the bottle. It's snide, just like your Ricky.
What do you mean?
All this stuff he's bringing you is fake. He's been knocking you off on the cheap. Did you know that he'd done time for robbery? We think he knows about 2 incidents that happened this morning. A man is in hospital.
I don't want to get mixed up in anything like that.
I know you don't. You're worth more than that.
Yeah, well, there are plenty of others who'd look after me.
I'm sure there are, Shirley. I mean, I wouldn't blame them. Well, Princess, have you got anything to tell me?
I'm meeting Ricky for lunch at Le Pianiste.
The brasserie on Wolf Square?
Yeah.
Very nice. Do you mind if I join you?
I don't feel hungry.
Then I'll just give him your apologies, then, shall I?
Yeah. Then maybe you could pop back for a drink later?
Maybe I will.
I'm waiting for someone.
Shirley's not coming.
So we thought we'd keep you company.
Did she tell you I was here?
We've found your van, Ricky. It's involved in a second robbery this morning.
Nothing to do with me. You know where I was. I was with you.
Only it wasn't so much a robbery, more of an extortion, wasn't it?
And we do a very good egg and chips at the station.
After I did the time, I kept well out of anything moody. Then this snide stuff started turning up down the market. It wasn't nicked or anything, so I started knocking it out.
So where did the stuff come from?
Manchester. I don't know where from. I'm only the delivery man.
You mean you deliver to your outlets, then your heavies go back and extort money from the shopkeepers that you've staked out, right?
That was nothing to do with me. The couriers usually just drop the stuff off. These blokes were different, nasty. They wanted to come round with me.
What were their names?
I didn't ask. We did the usual run all right. But every time we stopped, they put the frighteners on the shopkeepers. Said they were owed more money.
Why didn't you go with them this morning?
After they'd been round my outlets, they kicked me out. Out of my own van. I could hardly go to the law, could I?
Oh, come on, Ricky.
You What?
Your customers paid on time.
Not always.
You've been stealing from the firm, haven't you? Now the big boys have decided to collect for themselves, right?
No.
You've been pocketing the money to pay your upkeep on Shirley. A woman like that makes lots of demands, don't she? Doesn't come cheap.
I only borrowed it.
So why didn't they bash you up then?
No.
Because you told them you were having difficulty collecting, OK? You let somebody else take a beating just for a woman.
She's worth it. She could have any bloke she wanted.
She probably will with you inside.
What do you want to know?
Names.
I never seen them before. I don't know.
What vehicle did they come down in then?
It's a blue Toyota van. It's the one that's always used to run the stuff down south.
It's Mr. Grimes at the petrol station. Was he a customer?
The wheezy geezer, yeah. He knocked out a few tapes for us and some perfume.
And are there any other outlets in Sunhill that we don't know about?
The Greek diner in Tallow Lane, the Bengali clothes shop in Cheetham Road, the...
Hold on. I think you'd better give us a list.
It seems like most of them just pay up again.
Well, I suppose it's better than getting bashed up.
Yeah. They are Cheetham Road. Turn left. Hey, hold up. Outside the newsagent. Blue Toyota van.
Better get back up.
All right. Hang on. Sarah Oscar from Lyons. We need backup. Cheetham Road.
Never mind about that. Let's go now. We're going to lose them otherwise.
You two! Come here!
Police! Come on, don't be silly!
Come on! Come on!
Mike, what are you taking?
Get out of the way!
Not bad for a standing start. Don't bust a gut, will you, George? Don't you worry, all right. Got him. Hold on, yep.
The sister says your husband's getting better.
Yeah.
That's good. And we've come to tell you that the two men that attacked him have been arrested.
Now, still what? All the shopkeepers will be too frightened to speak.
Not if you give evidence against them, Joe.
No way.
They could come looking for you. Your evidence could put them away for a long time.
You've got to stand up to them. Andy's your brother, isn't he?
Well? Yeah, all right. Good lad. Tosh,
what?
You get the statement, will you? Look, I want to follow up on the witness. I think the lovely Shirley deserves the real McCoy for once. Don't you?
You seen Mike about?
He's at the inquest. Death in custody.
Oh, yeah, right.
Why do they have to keep calling it that? I mean, it only gets everyone worked up.
Yeah, you arrest someone, they go home and snuff it, and we've got to answer for it, no matter how careful we are.
It was a routine arrest as well. Could have been any one of us.
Ali admitted the offence. Wasn't his first time either. He told Mike he'd done it before.
Well, the papers didn't report that.
Not on record. It was in Australia years ago.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Miss Fisher, you say you were coming out of Sunhill Underground Station at about 10 minutes to 5 on the 17th of January when a man later identified to you as James Capstan indecently exposed himself to you.
Yes.
Can you tell us what happened next?
I shouted at him, called him a dirty old man.
No way.
Go on, Miss Fisher.
Well, there were two youths waiting around. They asked me what he'd done, so I told them. I was very upset, and they went after him.
Did you see the two youths approach Mr. Capstan?
I saw them get a hold of him and shake him about a bit. They may have kicked him, I didn't really see.
Did you talk to the two young men?
Yes, I thanked them.
Do you know who these two young men are? Have you seen them since?
No, I spent a lot of time with the police trying to identify them, but we never did.
So these two youths dragged Mr. Capstan back to the underground station. What happened then?
Well, the ticket inspector took him into the station. Well, he didn't try to run away or anything, and then he phoned for the police.
Did you think that Mr. Capstan was badly hurt?
Oh, I didn't really look at him. I didn't want to.
But you're sure it was the same man?
Yes, sir.
And then PC Jarvis arrived?
Yes, I told him what had happened, and he went to talk to Mr. Capstone. Then a panda car arrived, and we went back in that to Sun Hill. I didn't see Mr. Capstone again.
Thank you very much for your help. Are there any further questions for this witness? Mrs. Capstone?
No for her. It's him I want to talk to.
You will have that opportunity shortly. Please sit down. Mr. Lakeford, do you have any questions you wish to ask Miss Fisher on behalf of the police?
No, sir.
Then I'm happy to release you. Please return to your seat.
Police complaints or authority investigations are undertaken in such cases precisely so that all the circumstances can be openly and thoroughly aired. Yes, of course you can quote me. Thank you.
Lovely reporter.
Yes. Says he's investigating the death in custody story. I'm going to go and see Andrew.
Right, I'll walk down with you. Respectable middle-aged businessman dies unexpectedly hours after being arrested for a sexual offence. It's got to be news, isn't it?
Well, as long as they don't cook up some rigmarole about police brutality and sweeping things under the carpet.
Well, they usually do.
I'll be glad when this inquest is over. It's unsettling the whole station having area complaints here. And Chief Inspector Cochrane nosing around.
Yes, well, less experienced officers might have been seriously rattled. It's probably no bad thing Bob Cryer and Jarvis were in the firing line, you know.
You are Elizabeth Ford, a consultant pathologist at St. Hugh's Hospital in Sun Hill.
Yes, sir, I am.
Now, is it right that on the 18th of January this year you made a post-mortem examination on the body identified to you as being that of Mr. James Capstone?
Yes, sir, I did.
As a result of that examination, what is your opinion as to the cause of death?
In my opinion, the cause of death was acute respiratory failure due to spontaneous pneumothorax.
That's a collapsed lung.
Yes, sir.
Now, Dr. Forder, you say in your report that Mr. Capstone had suffered heavy bruising on his right side. Could this in any way have caused the rupture?
Unlikely, in my opinion. Mr. Capstone had been a heavy smoker, and both lungs were severely affected by emphysema. A heavy blow might have provoked a rupture. However, it would be unusual for there to be a delay of several hours before the lung collapsed.
I'll remind the jury that we've already heard from Mrs. Capstone that it was 10 o'clock at night before her husband first complained that he was having difficulty breathing.
The lapse of time at the police station and at home leads me to believe the event was probably spontaneous and not the result of his injuries.
Thank you. That is as far as I would want to go. Mrs. Capstone, are there any questions you would wish to ask Dr. Forder?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I called the doctor as soon as Jim began to get breathless. I thought it was his heart. I just wondered, is there anything else I could have done?
No. These events are entirely unpredictable and can, unfortunately, happen very fast.
I see.
Is there anything else, Mrs. Capstone?
No, thank you.
Mr. Capstone, do you have any questions for Dr. Forder?
What's the point?
PC Jarvis?
Take the book in your right hand and read aloud from the card, please.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Michael Jarvis, Police Constable 517 Sierra Oscar, attached to Sun Hill Police Station.
You were the arresting officer on the evening that Mr. Capstone subsequently died?
Yes, sir.
Please tell us what happened.
I was on foot patrol when, as a result of a call, I went to Sun Hill Tube Station. There I found Mr. Capstone sitting in an office. I put it to him that Miss Fisher had accused him of indecent exposure. He did not deny it, and I arrested him.
Did you see the two youths described by Miss Fisher?
No, sir.
But you did notice that Mr. Capstone was hurt?
He appeared to be in pain when he climbed into the van. I drew this to the attention of the custody sergeant, Sergeant Cryer, as soon as I got to the station. He informed me that Mr. Capstone could not be interviewed until he'd been seen by a forensic medical examiner.
And there was a delay of about an hour before that took place?
Yes, sir. The FME passed Mr. Capstone fit for questioning. I then conducted a taped interview in which Mr. Capstone admitted the offence. He was then charged with indecent exposure and bailed. He left the station at approximately 7:20.
Did he appear at all unwell during the interview?
No, sir. His breathing seemed quite normal. It's all on tape.
And Chief Inspector Cochrane, the investigating officer from Area Complaints, has listened to this tape?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mrs. Capstan, do you have any questions for PC Jarvis?
No, sir.
Mr. Capstan.
You invented the charge of indecency, didn't you?
Tess.
It's obvious. There weren't any young men that beat on my dad. It was you, wasn't it?
Mr. Capstan, I cannot allow these questions.
Yeah, Dad was half his size.
I have no evidence to suggest that your father came by his injuries in any manner other than that attested to by the witnesses we have heard today. I cannot therefore consider your remarks as either relevant or proper to this inquest.
He killed my dad.
This is a totally unsubstantiated attack on my client.
Mr. Capstan, I cannot allow you to use my court in this way.
He got him in a back of a van and smashed him up. He killed him.
That is rubbish.
No, Ben, please.
I will not allow such allegations in this court.
Then they got together and made all this up. Cover up for him.
Mr. Capstan, sit down. Any further interruptions and I shall adjourn this inquest. Sit down.
Well, that's about it then.
Yeah, thank goodness.
OK. Both happy with the verdict?
Yes, and thank you very much for your help, Mr. Wakeford.
Yeah, thanks. Next time I need a good brief.
I thought the coroner handled it pretty well, really. An open verdict is perfectly satisfactory, given that the pathologist couldn't be 100% sure.
I'm just going to try and forget about the whole thing.
Good idea. Oh, Chief Inspector.
Mr. Wakeford. So that's everything tied up?
I assume the PCA will finalise their report in line with the recommendation of no further action against my clients.
I'll be phoning Chief Superintendent Brownlow from area this afternoon. We'll find out then.
Sir.
Sir.
Well, I know it hasn't been easy for you both. Still, unfortunately, these things happen.
Yeah, thanks anyway.
Bye then.
Yeah, thanks again for all your help.
Come on, Mum. Let's get out of here.
Bob? OK.
Larry, how are you? Fine?
Fine, thanks, yes.
Well,
Mum.
Poor Mrs. Capstan.
They're all in it together. You tell me this isn't a bit up.
That's enough, Ben. No more, please.
Open verdict. I'd have preferred natural causes, but never mind. Is Ben Capstan going to accept it, do you think?
Well, he might calm down when he gets home, but to be honest, I doubt it, sir.
Mike Jarvis, all right, is he?
Oh, he's shaken, angry.
Well, let's hope the local press don't get hold of Ben and start stirring him up.
How'd the mother seem to take it, Bob?
Well, she can't be totally surprised, can she? He's had previous convictions.
That's right, sir. Australia. He told me about it when he was in custody. Of course, I passed it on to complaints after he died. Apparently, Moira stood by him and they came back to Scotland to make a fresh start. Of course, we don't know how much he told her about the last event before he died.
Or how much he told the boy.
Do you think that's what's behind all this?
Well, it could be. Well, we don't know what happened to Capstan after he left the station.
Well, we need to nip this in the bud. I, think I should have Ben Capstan and his mother in, have a little chat with them.
Sir.
See if we can't talk this thing through. All right, thanks.
Sir.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I didn't know you'd lost one of your lads. Sorry about that.
Hey? Is this a wind-up?
No, really. Bloke said it was a rush job.
Is this your idea of a joke? PC Jarvis, R.I.P.?
Come in.
Mrs. Capstone, sir.
Mrs. Capstan?
Hello.
Hello. Your son couldn't come?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, do sit down.
Thank you.
May I say, first of all, Mrs. Capstan, how sorry I am that nobody could have foreseen your husband's illness. Sudden death is always so much more difficult to deal with. And Ben, how's he coping?
Oh, he's wearing himself out. We run a travel business. Started it up 5 years ago when we moved down from Scotland. Ben's been wonderful. You know, doing his best to learn the ropes, you know. It has been very hard.
It must have been very tough on Ben, too.
He was at the cinema that night. Came home to an empty house. He had no idea what had happened.
So he wasn't with his father when he died?
No. I went in the ambulance and I was with Jim at the hospital, but I couldn't get in touch with Ben. So when I got home, well, I just had to tell him his dad was gone.
Well, that can't have been easy.
No. The last Ben saw of his father was at breakfast that morning.
I understand that Ben was unhappy with the inquest verdict this morning.
Yes.
Is it that he feels we've let you down by not finding the 2 youths who assaulted your husband?
Well, I don't know. But he saw 2 of your men with the coroner's officer and the chief inspector after the inquest. And with Ben talking about cover-ups, it wasn't easy for him, seeing them all so pally like that.
There's been no cover-up, Mrs. Capstan. No one here is complacent about the fact that your husband died after a few hours in custody at Sun Hill. But I do have the welfare of my officers to consider. I don't want to add to your troubles any further, but there was a very unfortunate incident at the station this afternoon.
Well, not to do with Ben.
A funeral wreath was delivered.
I don't understand.
To P.C. Jarvis. Rest in peace.
Oh, no.
But he must understand that there has been a very thorough investigation into all the circumstances of your husband's death. If there had been a shred of evidence to support your son's fears, believe me, they'd have been rigorously followed up.
Well, I didn't know until this morning that he felt like this.
You realize that Ben will find himself in serious trouble if he carries on like this. He cannot take matters into his own hands. Seems to me that he hasn't yet come to terms with what happened on the night of his father's death. I think you should talk to him.
Yes.
Hang on a mo. Just want to have a look at my car. I don't believe it! The little creep!
Ben Capstan?
Who else?
I thought he was coming in to straighten things out with Mr. Brownlow.
I'm gonna do him for this. All I did was arrest a guy's dad. If he hadn't have died, I wouldn't even remember him.
All right, look, why don't you go back in and talk to Sergeant Cryer?
I want the little creep dealt with properly.
Fine, talk to Cryer, see what he says.
I've had enough of this. It's criminal damage.
First of all, we have no proof that it was him.
That was obvious, Sarge.
And secondly, we don't meet fire with fire. If we arrest Ben Capstan, it will just fuel his obsession with heavy-handed police tactics.
Well, so what am I supposed to do? Laugh it off while I pay for a new tyre?
No.
I mean, what's he going to do next? I'm not going around looking over my shoulder all the time in case he's sneaking up behind me. Well? Sorry, Sarge.
Look, I know how you feel, Mike. But the only way we're going to stop Ben Capstan running around like a loose cannon is to change the way he thinks. Now, apparently he didn't go with his mother to the meeting with Mr. Brownlow.
Oh, great.
Now, perhaps I should have a talk with him. Tell him that he's got to stop all this. After all, it was me that locked his father up. I could explain exactly what happened.
Oh, we explain what happened at the inquest.
It has to be worth another try. Your mother's not here?
No.
I went around to the house. There was no one there.
Someone's got to run this place.
Sure, but I think you and I need to have a talk. About death threats.
Death threats?
Yeah. Or what else would you call funeral wreaths? And P.C. Jarvis's car has been targeted. I want an end to this vendetta against one of my officers.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Criminal damage is a serious offence. We're going to check the car for fingerprints.
Go on, then. Why don't you arrest me?
Because I'm trying to understand how you feel. There was a lot of confusion surrounding your father's death.
Confusion? Is that what you call killing an innocent man?
Ben, you've got to let go of this sometime. You've heard all the experts. You heard all the inquiries. Even the inquest jury accepted what happened that evening. And why won't you?
Because I'm not stupid.
OK then, Ben. Where do you want to go now?
I want Mike Jarvis to tell me what really happened. I want to look him right in the eye and say to him, you killed my dad, didn't you?
You want a face-to-face meeting with Mike Jarvis?
Yeah.
All right, then. Where do you want this meeting? Down at the station?
No.
Where, then? Here?
At home. I want my mum to hear this as well.
All right. We'll see you there in about an hour.
No. No way, Sarge. I'm sorry, I'm not crawling to that little run.
It is not crawling. It's called good PR, Mike.
Well, it's been investigated, and I've been totally vindicated.
I know.
He should explain himself to me.
And what if it gets into the local papers? It's a good story. Police brutality, cover-up, biased internal investigation. I know Mr. Brownlow wants this sorted.
Oh, is that all? Does no one care that some nutter's following me around?
Of course they do, but if you want to get this bloke off your back, maybe this is the only way to go about it.
Oh, is he going to buy me a new set of tyres?
One thing at a time, eh?
He should apologise to me, not the other way round.
Too right.
We're supposed to be the professionals. He's a young lad whose father didn't turn up one night. And now he knows that he died in pretty bizarre circumstances.
Go on, Mike. Won't do any harm.
All right, Sarge.
Well done. I think you should tell Mr. Brownlow you're going to do it first.
See you later.
What a downer. I'm afraid it won't be very comfortable for you, Mike, but I think it's to our advantage not to aggravate the situation.
Sir.
Well, you're in charge, Bob.
Right, sir. I'm hoping that Mrs. Capstone might be there as well.
It doesn't seem to me there'd be much communication between them about what happened that night.
No.
Right. I'll do the best you can. And Mike, you're not on your own on this, you know. We will stop this harassment.
You know, I think we're going to have to do Mrs. Capstone's job for her.
Sarge? Well, Ben's had to deal with his father's death, and that's tough enough. Well, I think the real issue might be to do with the father's past.
Oh, you mean him being a serial flasher?
If Mrs. Capstone has let the lad believe that his father was completely innocent, that's going to explain a lot, isn't it? I don't want this to turn into a useless slangy match, all right? Look, I know it's got personal, but we're the professionals. I want you to stay in control. Hello, Ben.
Go in, Alderman.
Thank you. Isn't your mother here?
No.
Right, then we'll sit down, shall we?
No, look, can we get on with this or what?
All right, Ben. You've got what you want. So why do you think PC Jarvis here was responsible for your father's death?
Because he's a liar. You're all liars.
And what lies have we told you, Ben?
About my dad.
What lies?
Everybody at the inquest. You know, there's disgusting things about him. It's not fair, that's not what he was like.
You mean he wasn't the kind of man that would indecently expose himself?
Of course not. He wouldn't do anything like that.
Well, he's admitted it. On tape. You can hear it if you like. Come down to the station, I'll play it for you.
You made that up. Made him say it. You didn't even know him. He was... Any doing things around the house or going out with my mum and me and... Never complained. Never complained, no matter how hard they worked. He was just easy going.
He was certainly a very courageous man. Brave enough to own up to what he had done. To admit that he had a problem.
I don't believe you.
If he'd wanted to get off the charge, all he had to do was deny it. It was a dark winter's afternoon, Abby Fisher's word against his. He could have made her look the fool.
But he didn't. He told the truth. He owned up. It wasn't easy for him.
My dad was on the level. He loved my mum. He was just ordinary. Not some weirdo pervert. There. Ask her. Mum, tell him. You would never have lived with Dad if he'd done what they said, would you?
Hello, Mrs. Capstone. Ben asked us to come round.
We have to talk, Ben.
What's going on here?
Your father was devastated by what he'd done. He asked me if I knew anyone who could help him control himself. He also admitted that it wasn't the first time.
That's right, Ben.
And I'm supposed to believe this?
Your father had the guts to face up to what he'd done.
No.
I'm sure if he'd have lived, he'd have found a way of explaining himself to you.
He was going to tell you, Ben. But it was all so sudden. Everything happened at once that night. I didn't know what to do. It was bad enough having to tell you your father was dead.
What are you saying?
It wasn't the first time. You were just a wee boy. We promised each other that you'd never find out about it.
All these years. And you knew.
Your father was going to tell you about it when you got home that night, Ben. I didn't want him to. I couldn't believe he'd done it again. Let us all down. We had a row. That's when he got so breathless. If anybody killed him, I did.
No, I'm sure that's not true, Mrs. Capstone.
So he was a dirty old man.
Mike. You all right, Mrs. Capstan?
I was dreading this. I know it's stupid, but I just hoped that Ben might go on thinking it was all a mistake. Jim loved Ben. He would have done anything for him.
You're gonna have a word with him.
I know. But how do I even start to explain? Jim had a problem. He was so ashamed of it. I loved him. Maybe it was my fault too. Putting pressure on him about the business. You never know, do you?
For a new tyre.
Cheers.
Let me know if it's not enough.
Goodbye, Mrs. Capstan.
Thank you.
Time to go, Mike.
There he is.
I thought you were never going to get here.
Mr. Baker?
Yeah, my car's been hijacked.
It's okay, just take it easy for a second. I came back to my car. There was a young lad sitting inside. He was starting it up. I grabbed hold of him, and an older bloke gets out of his car. Was he parked up?
Over there. I thought he was coming over to help me. But then he pulls out a gun and frog marches me over against the wall.
Hold on, a gun? Yeah, a revolver. Then the two of them drove off. In your car?
No, the bloke with the gun got back in his own, and the young lad went tearing off in mine.
Can you describe your car for me, Mr. Baker? It's a maroon Volvo, an estate. The registration's M910 LTH. OK, what about the other vehicle?
Some sort of Ford. A dark brown colour.
Right. And a description of the teenager?
He was white, about 16, 5'5". He wore jeans and a T-shirt with a hood.
Right, and the older one had the gun, yeah?
Yeah. I didn't get a good look at him.
OK, time. You're right.
All units from 218. Attention requested to a maroon Volvo estate.
Do you mind if I have a sit down?
910 Lima Tango Hotel. Driven by teenage IC1 male concerned in theft of vehicle. Age 16 years. Appearance G.
Sierra Oscar from 561 receiving.
Go ahead, Debbie.
Yeah, maroon Volvo, one occupant heading north at speed on Rainer Street. Over.
That's it. Sierra Oscar from Sierra 85. We're pursuing a maroon Volvo south along Rampling Road, over. Well, this commentary won't last long. We'll never keep up with him with this
Approach
thing.
with caution, Reg. Suspected firearm involved.
Suspect vehicle is now turning left into Rampling Lane, over. He's lost it. Suspect car is now crashed. That's Mickey Hoyle. Hey! Mickey! Come here! Mickey! Just wait where you are!
Yeah, I know I'm nicked.
Put your arms in the air.
What?
Just do it.
All right. What's this all about?
It's about looking for a gun.
A gun? You must be joking.
He's clean. I'll check the car.
You serious?
Guns are very serious. You should have stuck to joyriding.
Who says I haven't?
You're usually a Porsche or a BMW man, aren't you?
Well, fancy something different.
How comes you lost control of it?
A cat ran out on me.
A cat?
I like cats. I swear to miss it.
Come on.
So it's to be Miss Hastings, the usual appropriate adults?
Yeah. You're wasting your time. I was joyriding. End of story.
Yeah, here we go again, Nicky. It's a brand new motor.
New Volvo? We're talking 15, 20 grand. Here, Reg. I hear he's a cat lover.
Oh, yeah, well, he might have saved the cat, but the car's a write-off. I've nicked him before, but I reckon he's well out of his depth on this one.
Yeah, Mickey's staying at the Canley House Children's Home. I'm going to get hold of his care worker.
Tell you what, we get Section 18 authorised, nip round to the home, see if we can turn anything up, yeah?
It was the accomplice who had the gun.
Yeah, but if he's using Mickey to nick motors, he might be using them to stash other weapons. Can I have a word with him?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Tony. Mickey! I'm DS Beech.
This is DC Lights.
Hiya.
We'd like a word with you about guns.
They're metal, they've got a trigger, you pull it and they go bang.
A comedian, Tosh. You're going to do a search of your room?
Not bothered, not going to find nothing.
That's all right. It's a good excuse to have a nosy through your gear, isn't it?
I don't believe it. A copper who tells the truth.
Miss Hastings.
Come in. Sergeant Cryer phoned. If we can get this over with before the other kids get back from school.
Right.
This is Mickey's side.
Right. I'll start looking, yeah?
Yeah. We'll have those down as evidence.
What are you on about?
An Arsenal fan. That's enough to get you 20 years.
It's what team are you?
Hammers, of course.
West Ham.
Only 2 decent teams in London, Mickey.
Go on then, West Ham and who else?
West Ham United first team and West Ham United reserves.
Don't give up a police job, will you?
So you didn't turn up at the factory then?
No.
Great. Do you think it's easy getting work experience for someone with your record?
Wouldn't have thought so.
The time and effort I've put into you.
Well, don't bother, because all work experience at that factory means is sweeping up the floor and making tea.
So instead you go around stealing cars?
Might as well. There's not going to be a job at the end of it. There never will be.
You ought to change your attitude.
Everyone expects me to be grateful for being a tea boy. And leave that as personal.
Do you want me to come down to the station now for the interview?
If you would, yeah.
Right. Nothing.
Right, Mickey.
So you're saying you got caught by the vehicle's owner? And a complete stranger freed you at gunpoint?
Yeah.
I think you're involved with ringy cars, Mickey. So tell us the name of the man with the gun.
Reckon he was some sort of have-a-go hero.
Mickey, you know the score.
Let me guess. I'm not doing myself any favours and I should tell you everything I know.
That's it.
Thought you did call for a copper. You've just blown it.
Shall I tell you what I think?
No.
I think that you're out of your league. Real villains don't swerve to avoid pussycats.
Of course I don't. But I was joyriding.
They're using you, Mickey. 20 grand that Volvo was worth. What would your cut have been, eh?
I'm not answering any more questions. I need to go to the loo.
They treat you with respect, Mickey.
For the benefit of the tape, I need to go to the loo right now or I'll pee myself.
Interview terminated at 15:43.
I don't really need to go to the loo. I did nothing there.
Yeah, I know that. Like I know this is your last chance.
I thought the interview was terminated.
There you go again. Think you're being clever. It's about time you grew up, Mickey.
Grew up?
You're 15 years of age, running around with villains who wave guns about. All you can do is make wisecracks. You should think about your future.
What future?
Exactly. The only place you're heading is the Nick or the morgue. Look, I don't blame you for not going to that factory. You're a bright kid. That's why you should listen to what's on offer.
What's on offer is me dropping myself in it.
I've shown you respect, Mickey. If you don't like what you hear, OK.
Go on, then.
First, your cooperation with the Volvo gets noted. I might even be able to get you a few bob.
How much are we talking about?
Depends how many cars.
Say, about 5?
I'll have to go and find out.
I don't want Hastings knowing. She'll start panicking.
Don't worry, I'll get rid of her. You be having to think. Come on.
If you're not continuing with the interview, I've got other things to do, so I'll keep in touch. I'll speak to you later.
Bob, can you put him back in the detention room?
Yeah, sure. Come on. All right.
Yeah, thanks.
We're going to use a kid as a snout.
Well, the villains are using him.
We don't have to go down to their level.
He's nicked over 100 grand's worth of motors, Tosh. That's not someone in short trousers, is it?
I'm sorry, Sarge. I don't think it's right.
We'll do it by the book. We'll register him. Run it by the DCI, OK?
Well, I agree with Tosh. It just doesn't sound right.
Well, if juveniles are old enough to commit crimes, Gov, they're old enough to inform on them.
Well, I'm more concerned with the legal side. There's no official guideline to follow, so I want to meet him first.
He's in the detention room.
Right, well, I've got a meeting to go to. I'll be free in about half an hour.
Right, we'll process him and take him for a burger then. Come on.
CID? No, I'm sorry. DS Beech isn't here at the moment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hastings. I'll tell him you called. Bye.
Tosh? All right, go. Mickey, this is DCI Meadows.
All right, that's a cheeseburger.
Thanks. Right, before we go any further with this...
Hang on a minute. I want things sorted first.
Such as?
First, this is a one-off. I'm not grassing again. Every time some kid does something, I don't want it coming to me. Second, I don't want knowing. And that includes coppers.
We'd give you a pseudonym.
An undercover name.
Right. Third, I want to know how much.
Well, I can't say exactly, but if we get a result, and I mean if, I'll do my best.
All right. I'll go for it. What do you want to say?
We'll go along with it, too.
So, give us the information.
Oh, it's Hislop Brothers, Paul and Wayne. I'm ringing cars now, making a fortune.
Where are the cars?
Oh, they got this place in Rocco Street.
What about the gun?
Oh, that was Wayne. He's a nutter. It's all right, though. It was a replica.
Be careful.
They're gone.
What do you mean they're gone?
They were parked in the yard this morning.
So where have they shifted them?
I don't know.
Great.
I suppose I could go over and find out.
That would help, Mickey. They might not be too pleased you got Nick, though.
I'll tell him I kept my mouth shut.
He could get hurt here, Sarge.
I'll have to face him, although I know it was me who grassed. I'll go over.
It was his idea.
We're putting him in danger to get a result.
Mickey will always live dangerously, Tosh. At least this way he's on the right side.
Oh, great, Sarge. Just great. Look, we can't just sit here.
If we don't, we blow it.
He's getting hurt.
Shut it a minute. I'm gonna have them for this.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm sorry, but you can't park your car here. There's public parking facilities around the front.
I'm here to see DS Beech.
You still can't park here.
DS Thomas. New issue for CID.
How about the dude?
Mickey, you can't have the anything. Your undercover name's Junior. Don't argue.
Don Beech, Brad Thomas.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
This is Mickey, Frank.
Hi, Mickey.
That's DC Lines, Tosh.
Hi, Tosh.
Hiya.
Thanks for getting here so quick.
Well, you said you'd have the kettle on.
Right. Tosh.
Yep.
Sort some teas out, will you, please?
Milk, 1 sugar.
Coffee, Tosh. Milk, 2 sugars.
I haven't brought him down Sunhill for years. Last time it was a load of Hooky caravans.
Look, let's go through it, shall we? Come on, Mickey.
What's going on, Tosh?
Don't ask me. I'm only the tea boy.
So the Islops are rattled. That's not a bad thing. That means they're going to be looking to do a deal and get rid.
So how do we approach them, then?
If I turn up out of the blue offering to buy the motors, I've got no chance. I need introduction.
I'll do it.
My DCI might not like it.
All you say is you've been nicking motors for me as well. I'll do the rest. Now, can you handle that?
Definitely.
Is Dave Conrad still operating on patch?
Sunhill's dodgiest car dealer, why?
I'll give him a ring. Get him to vouch for me with the Islops.
I never thought Conrad would cooperate.
You got to deal with all sorts in this game.
Sorry, Gov. Needed somewhere private. This is DS Frank Thomas, buyer from the yard. Frank?
Gov?
The Hislops have moved the motors, Gov, and Frank's going to try and get a deal going.
Problem being, Gov, I need Mickey to do the introductions.
Well, it looks like Mickey's already been too involved.
I can't see he's going to be in any danger. I've got Don here as my driver and Tosh across the road as backup.
I'll be all right, Gov.
I want to talk to Don first.
Gov, come on, Mickey.
Juvenile with a black eye. That's all I need. So what happened?
Mickey went into the garage to see where they'd moved the motors, Gov, and Wayne Hislop clumped him for crashing the Volvo and getting nicked.
I thought I told you to be careful.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Gov. I shouldn't have let him go in there.
All right, you can go ahead. But that lad idolises you. I don't want you exploiting him.
Yeah, well, I like the little sod. I won't let anything happen to him. Promise.
Thanks for that, mate. Cheers.
He's letting us go with it.
Nice one.
That was Dave Conrad. He's going to vouch for me. My car's in the yard.
Tease up. I haven't got time for that now, Tosh. We'll go with Frank. You follow us back up.
Don't think Tosh likes me.
Of course he does. He's worried about you, that's all.
Doesn't want to see you get hurt.
Yeah, he's all right, Toshy. No, I could fancy being a copper.
Yeah.
Do you think I'll get in?
Well, you'd have to grow a bit and get a few GCSEs first. And stop pinching cars.
Don't.
And do something with your hair.
Yeah.
Gov, Jackie Hastings is on the phone again. Mickey Hoyle's care worker, demanding to know where he is.
Well, tell her he's still helping with inquiries. Just try and store her.
OK, she's not going to like it.
Do us a favour, Frank, will you?
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
Can't we settle the score, Mickey?
Put that down.
Need more than these two.
What's going on? I won't tell you again.
We're here on business.
Wayne.
Mickey?
This is Mr. Thomas. I've been nicking motors for him and all.
Don't you ever sleep?
I hear you're trying to shift some.
I told you to keep your mouth shut.
He's trying to do us all a favour.
You're dead meat, Mickey.
I thought you said they were pros, Mickey. Come on, we're off.
Oh, hang on a sec. Paul, leave it.
You leave it!
You interested in a lot?
Depends what's on offer and how quick. I export and I'm short on a shipment. Check me out with Dave Conrad if you want to do business.
There's 3 Volvos and 2 Jags. You must be mad.
What reg?
3 M's and 2 N's.
All right. I'll take 'em. 20 grand a lot.
They're worth 5 times that.
Not in bulk, they're not. Not with half a son or Nick sniffing round you, they're not.
You seriously thinking about this?
Take it or leave it.
Give us a minute. Office.
You think they'll go for it?
Dead right they will. I'll try and bump it with price first, though.
I have to keep my DCI informed.
I'll drop you down at Nick. You organise a cash and a transporter.
It's a business, this is.
All right, calm down. Trick in this game is we're doing them a favour.
25, we do business.
22 and a half, non-negotiable.
Deal.
I'll be back in an hour with the cash. Have 'em ready.
We'll be checking you out with Dave Conrad.
You do that. Just don't buy any motors off him.
Well, I'm not happy. It's all too quick.
Some ops you just got to go with, Gov.
Yeah, the ones that go wrong. I've had Mickey's care worker on.
Well, as soon as I've nicked the Hislops, I'll drop him back to the home.
Take Rod and Suzi as backup. And I mean it, Don. Be careful.
Right, Gov.
So is it the clever ones who go in CRD, Tosh?
That's right. But we don't mention it in front of this lot.
You're not still worried about me, are you?
Yeah, a bit.
I can look after myself. You have to. Being brought up in a home. You let them take liberties and they walk all over you. I was saying to Don I could fancy being a copper.
Had to get some qualifications.
I'm not stupid.
I know you're not. You're an Arsenal fan.
Are you Arsenal?
Arsenal? No, Derby County me, mate. Up their Rams. But I can't stand poxy West Ham. Come on, let's go.
Suzi, Rod, need you two with me.
What's that?
We're buying some Wookie cars.
A vehicle transporter? Is that for you then, Sarge?
Yes.
Come on, Mickey.
Tosh, we're going with it. Suzi and Rod be with you as backup. Fill them in on the way, will you?
Thanks for a drink, Tosh.
That's all right, mate. Cheers.
Look, everyone keep an eye out for Mickey, all right? Come on. See you later.
What's Mickey got to do with it?
He's the one who's given us the information.
That's right.
The juvenile has a snout.
Yeah, well, if you can use the little scrapes.
You can't be happy about this, Tosh.
No, I wasn't. But Mickey's handled it well. Better get moving.
Oh, yeah. Don't want to keep DS Fagin waiting, do we?
Mickey!
Here's trouble.
Quick, lively, in you get.
Mickey! Mickey! What's going on?
Mickey's still helping us with our inquiries.
Don't give me that. Mickey, I want you out of there.
I'm helping him.
What happened to your eye?
I banged it.
Right, I want him out of that cab now.
Sorry, love. We've got to go.
I want to speak to DCI Meadows. Immediately.
Still no sign of the cars, Frank.
I want to see the money first. So where are they then?
No offence, Mr. Thomas. We want to see the cash first.
I left Mickey in custody. He now has a black eye.
Well, I assure you, he didn't receive his injury at the station.
So where then?
Mickey's decided to inform on the gang that he's been stealing cars for.
And I suppose he's giving his statement in a car transporter.
He's involved in an operation.
An operation? Where is he? He's at the Hislops, isn't he? I'm putting a stop to this right now.
Miss Hastings, you're going to be putting Mickey in danger.
I will. You've got a bloody nerve.
If you ever want anything in the future, just got to say when and where.
Hello? Yeah. Look, darling, I'm at work. Yeah. All right, hang on. Women.
Are we going to have a drink on this deal, then?
I've got scotch in the office.
It's all right, Gov. You can talk now. Hastings is on her way here. Look, we're still waiting for the cars, Gov. You're going to have to stop her.
Tell him her car tax is out of date.
Hastings, you sure?
That's why she didn't take me to the factory this morning.
Her car tax is out of date, Gov. Car details.
A Citroen 2CV. It's green. I don't know the reg. I think it's an E, though.
Did you get that, Gov? Citroen, 2CV, green, E-reg.
Be in Railco Street soon. So we'll see if we miss her. Hold on, got her. Up ahead. Yeah, green Citroen 2CV. Just hope it's the right green Citroen.
I think she'll be pleased to see us.
Meadows told you to stop me.
No, madam. Your tax disc is out of date.
Oh, come off it. You saw that from behind, did you?
And your name is?
Jackie Hastings, as if you didn't know. Just give me the ticket.
Right then, Miss Hastings. We need to see your driving licence, insurance details and MOT certificate. I take it you have those with you? I'll take that as a no.
Receiving.
Therefore, you're required within the next 7 days to
Inform the
produce those
DCI that we've
documents to
stopped
the name
Miss Hastings.
station. Failure to do
We'll be
so
checking her
may
vehicle
result in your
in great
proceedings.
detail.
Full name, please.
Whistle for it.
Any chance of this being regular?
Well, we can talk about it. You never sold in bulk before?
Just been ringing one at a time for the paper.
That's your lot?
That's great.
No offence about before, Mr. Thomas.
None taken, mate.
You have your uses after all, Mickey.
I have. Can I tell him?
You have to get your GCSEs first, Mickey.
You're nicked, Wayne. I'm arresting you for receiving stolen motor vehicles. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you